Come on, my dang lighter ain't working. Really? Well, shoot, let me go get my wedding matches. Uh-oh, look at there. Hot dog. If this right here don't work, I'm gonna bring my torch home from the shop. See if that'll work. We got a little bit going there. That's the Kentucky Blue burning. So I don't know if this is gonna help me or hurt me, but oh, there we go. Got to get it just right. Whoops. Daggone it. I think I just blew it out. Crap. Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. So I get asked this question all the time. Matter of fact, it's probably one of the most asked questions I get. And that is, hey Pete, do I mow the grass first and then spray it? Or do I spray the grass and then mow it? Which one do I do first? So let me get the yard cut right quick before it might rain, and we'll go over all that. So first things first, we've been working on something for several months now, and we finally released it. It's a brand new website, and now I know some of you like to log in, and you got your username and your password, and all your downloads are stored on the website, and all that's gone now. It was kind of a necessary evil we had to do to be able to switch over to a totally and completely different platform, and you just can't transfer all that information to the new website the way we did it. So I apologize for that. But on the flip side of that, on the original website, you had to log in to buy something, and people don't like doing that. Sometimes you want to check out like as a guest, and I'm like that. When I go on a website, unless I'm just super dialed into that particular company or that product, I don't care nothing about creating a login and having an account with them and all that. I just want to go on there, buy what I want to buy, and burn the road up. Well, the new website is set up like that, so you can either buy what you want to buy and burn the road up, or you can create an account, and it'll be stored on the website like before. The new website is considerably more user friendly, so I hope you guys enjoy. If you've seen the new website, comment below. Tell me what you think. So, do you mow or do you spray first? That's the big question. I get that question quite often, and I'll give you my 2 cents on it. Of course, these are things that I do in my yard. A lot of it has to do with convenience for me because I'm so busy. Some of you might be really busy folks, and you might want it the convenient way of doing it. And of course, I'll give you the textbook way for those of you who like to do it that way. Textbook, okay? Basically, a lot of your labels are even going to say this. It'll say something like, make sure you don't mow 2 days before an application, or don't mow 2 days after an application. So that would be textbook, and I would be safe to say that you could group any and all liquid applications into that. If you want to be overly safe and do it exactly by the book, if you do it that way, uh, you'll be fine. So let's set up the Fictionary week and pretend we're going to apply something. And it can be a weed control, it can be a fungicide, it can be a bio. You pick whatever you want to apply. But let's just do this for example's sake. Let's say I mowed the grass on a Monday, okay? I'm going to wait Tuesday, Wednesday, make my application on Thursday, and then I'm going to wait Friday, Saturday, then I'm okay to go ahead and mow again. So that way I've got 2 days before the application that the grass hadn't been mowed, and 2 days after the application the grass hadn't been mowed. So that right there is kind of textbook stuff, okay? If you want to be overly anal and overly cautious, and you want to make sure you get the absolute best bang for your buck with the product that you're applying, then that's the way you want to do it. Now let's get into how I do it. As you can see, I just cut the grass, just got done mowing it, and I got a combination of products I'm going to apply. One's a pre-emergent because I'm not going to aerate and overseed my yard this fall, simply because I just don't think it needs it. I've got some dethatch in the tank, got some humic 12 in the tank, and I've got some 700 green effect in the tank. So I've got all that mixed up in my Cyclone sprayer, and it's ready to go tomorrow morning. Well, what do you mean tomorrow morning? Why can't you just go out and spray it now? Well, I mean, I could. Don't get me wrong, I could go out and spray this right now and water it in the morning if I chose to. But I want to be able to water it in as soon as I make the application, just because that's my personal preference. I want to do that this particular app. But I very well could apply the stuff right now and then water it in the morning and basically get the same effect. So I'm gonna get up tomorrow morning around 6:15-ish and jump out here and spray right quick, and I can turn my irrigation on. Okay, now I don't want to water it right now because we're in the evening. It's 7 o'clock in the evening right now, and I can't get it all watered in and give the grass time to dry before the sun goes down. Heck, it's even real cloudy right now, so there's no way the grass would dry off. So that would mean I'd have moisture sitting on the plant overnight, and as you can tell, it's still very hot and very humid and very muggy and sticky, and I'm not going to do anything to promote disease, and that's where the disease comes from, is weather. When you get moisture sitting on the grass blade overnight, or of course long periods of rain, days of rain will create it as well. So I'm not going to do anything to enhance that. So that's one of the reasons I don't want to spray it right now and then water it right now, is because the grass don't have time to dry. But what I will do is I'll get up 6:15, get dressed right quick, and I pre-mixed everything, okay? The way I got my Cyclone sprayer set up is I can cover 7,500 square foot with 4 gallons. So I went ahead and pre-mixed a 4-gallon backpack sprayer. So I got it all mixed up, filled up, ready to rock and roll, and that's sitting in the garage right now waiting on me. Now something else I did, I had a 2.5-gallon jug laying around. I went to put my pre-emergent in it, went to put my humic 12 in it. Now obviously you want to put water in it first before you do that. And the way my dethatch and my green effect happened to play out was I got lucky. I had a gallon of each, and it just so happens to take a half gallon to do half my yard. So I just left the other half a gallon in the actual jug. And now tomorrow when I get up, it'll be super easy. I'll simply re-agitate the backpack sprayer full, come out, spray half my yard. I'll jump back over to the water spigot and put a little water in my sprayer and take that mixture from the 2.5-gallon jug, pour it in my sprayer, and then pour the other half gallon of green effect and dethatch in the sprayer, top it off with water, stir it up a little bit, and go spray the second half of my yard, and then I can let the irrigation roll. Now, if you noticed, all those are products that need to be watered in. That is why it don't really matter to me whether I mow the yard before or after. It doesn't matter. I'm going to apply the product and immediately water it in. And so in my book, it's a done deal. Now, I know a lot of folks get super technical about this kind of thing, and I try to keep it real simple. No, you wouldn't want to apply the product, water it in, and turn around and mow your grass. Okay, you don't want to do that because who wants to mow wet grass? It clumps up and gets chunky and sticks to the mower deck and makes a mess, right? Now, what are some times that I absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, will not mow the grass right before I spray? One is if I'm applying a weed control. I don't want a clean cut yard when I apply weed control. I want the weed to be bushy and full and in all of its glory so that when I'm spraying the herbicide, I can get more on the foliage. And if it's that situation and it's a post-emergent herbicide, I'm going to wait a couple of days because I want to give the material ample time on the leaf blade or on the plant to do its thing. Number two is anytime I'm using the O2YS and natural adjuvant, I don't like mowing right before I apply that simply because I like the turf or the weed or whatever it is I'm going after to be a little bit bushy and a little bit shaggy so I can get better contact and more material on the plant. Now, what are some examples of that? That would be liquid nitrogen, liquid iron, that would be fungicides, that would be herbicides, any type of a contact or any type of a product that I'm trying to get inside the plant or that I want to stick to the plant. Okay, that's when I would use the adjuvant, and that's when I would not mow immediately before I apply that. Now, with that said, I will say this. I've done it 100 times. I've come out here and mowed, come out and applied a fungicide, and go and sit down and eat and be just fine. But in an ideal situation, I don't like doing that. I would rather turf be a little bit bushy and a little bit shaggy just so more material gets on the leaf blade. So anytime you're trying to kill a weed, okay, you want to not mow directly before that. You want the weed to be kind of bushy and shaggy, and most of the time that means letting the yard be a little bushy and shaggy. And you make the application, wait a couple of days, then mow. Then with anything you're using an adjuvant or the natural adjuvant, something you're going for contact on the turf or something to stick to the turf, and you're working that product more of as a foliar application, that's when you don't want to mow immediately before. And again, I've done that a million times and been just fine. So hey, I hope this helped. A lot of new folks watching now, so I like to kind of jump back and go through some of the basics every now and then. And again, I'll get up in the morning, spray this right quick, turn on my irrigation, go to work, and get it done. As always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later.